What's up, dudes? Today I am drawing Ben, the main character from one of my all-time favorite games, Full Throttle, and this drawing took me just over an hour. I did the whole thing in Photoshop, and what you're watching right now is a way sped up version. Okay, so let's talk about Full Throttle. In 1995, the summer between 5th and 6th grade for me, my parents bought our very first computer, which sounds crazy, but I was 11 years old when our family got our first computer. It was a compact Presario, I don't know how to say it. With that, I was super excited because back then PC games came in these huge boxes. They're like, I don't even know why the boxes were so big, but they were like these big boxes with cool artwork all over them. And the game that caught my eye was Full Throttle. It had just come out, and it had Ben on the cover riding his crazy motorcycle, and on the back there were all these screenshots of what the game looked like, and my mind was blown because at that time this game looked like a cartoon, and I was obsessed with cartoons. I loved the X-Men, the Ninja Turtles, Dragon Ball. The original Dragon Ball had just come out in America, and I was obsessed with cartoons, and this game looked like a cartoon that you could play through, and so I just couldn't be more excited. So that summer, I had this new computer, this new video game, and with just the craziest artwork, and I was in heaven. So Full Throttle is an adventure game it's like a story-driven game. You play through a story, and there's a bunch of different puzzles. So to get from point A to point B in the story, you have to solve these sort of logic item puzzles. So the actual story is, the year is 2040, and you play as Ben, who is the leader of this biker gang called the Polecats, and there's this whole thing about a company that makes motorcycles, and all of the cars and all of the vehicles of the world are changing from, cars with wheels and tires into like hover vehicles. And basically Ben and the Polecats are framed for the murder of the CEO of the last remaining motorcycle company that still makes like traditional motorcycles with wheels and stuff. There's this whole conspiracy, whole adventure that you go on, and you have to solve all these puzzles, and it's awesome, except for the minefield and the actual motorcycle fight you have. But oh man, the story is so cool, and the voice acting, like, this was, back then it was like Super Nintendo days, so there was no like voice acting or anything, so this game really was like playing a cartoon. The characters spoke and had voices, and the animation was awesome, and the cutscenes were just so cool, and I just loved this game, and really it's this and Day of the Tentacle, which is another game made by the same people that made Full Throttle. Those two games are really a big part of why I became an artist, and I think also why I love comics and storytelling too, is because there's so much awesome storytelling that happens in these games, and they're funny too. Like it's got everything. It's got action, adventure, puzzles, comedy. There's a really actually well done relationship story in this game, and man, it's just the coolest. So Full Throttle actually just got remastered by the people that originally wrote the game. So I'm going to put a link down in the description below so you can check it out, see some of the cool artwork and everything. And I really can't wait to... I gotta finish Breath of the Wild, but once I finish Breath of the Wild, the remastered version of Full Throttle is what I'm going to be playing next, so I can't wait to jump into that. So yeah, this has been... I am using some pretty basic brushes here in Photoshop, just a simple one of Kyle Webster's Runny Inker brushes to do the black outlines, and then I have one of my own texture brushes that I created to do the sort of shading on Ben here. And really that's it. Everything's done in Photoshop. If you have any questions about anything you saw, I know this is really sped up, so it's kind of hard to see stuff, but if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll be sure to answer them. Let's see, what else? I'm trying to land that frontside shove it, so hopefully the next video that goes up on this YouTube channel will be me landing a frontside shove it. What else is going on? We're actually going to Cincinnati, check out the area. JC's never been, so we're gonna go hang out, see the city, and get a feel for where we want to move later this summer. So I'm really excited about that trip coming up. Yeah, definitely check out my Instagram, which is also linked below in the description if you want to see. I'm gonna try and post some stuff from that trip, and yeah, lots more to come. I'm excited about a bunch of big projects that I'll be talking about at some point. I don't know when, but sometime soon. Things are crazy right now, but it's awesome, and thank you guys so much for all the support. I think that's it for this week, so hope you guys have an awesome, productive week. Go check out Full Throttle, and I'll catch you later.